Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Halls of Torment run, the Diablo 2 Bullet Heaven Bullet Hell Roguelike. And today we're gonna break the game with the Archer, the most busted character in my opinion, as he has the most crit chance and crit damage. And I'm so confident that we're gonna even go to the new stage, the Forgotten Vault, which seems to be a bridge. So yeah, let's start going up, picking up the weapon, which who knows how far it is. We even got a thing next to us, the well. And yeah, we're fighting new enemies first and foremost. Fighting these little statue dudes, 10% damage, that's a good choice. Which seem to be tracking us down on the height we're going. Nice. And they also magnetize close to us when I'm close to them, I guess. Crit damage, base damage. Let's go crit damage. So yeah, the Archer, in my opinion, is the highest DPS character. And the reason for that is because he starts with 15% crit chance, which I have the ring for 25, you know, for 10% more. And then he also starts with 100% crit damage, which none of the other characters do. And yeah, I also got a little bit more from the passive I picked up. Otherwise, I got the 10 base damage ring, and then attack speed, movement speed, block defense, and whatnot. And in the middle for the collar, I have the 5% damage for each enemy that is inside of my pickup range. So we should be, you know, being a bit close-ish to opponents, I guess. Now, specifically is one very specific weapon, and that one is the needles. So I'm gonna be running up. You know what, let's straight up skip the opponents here, even though they are dropping a lot of XP, but we can find more XP later. If I don't get the needles, then we're gonna have a problem anyway. So let's get some attack speed here. Oh no, I got hit. Who cares? These guys seem to have a lot of life. So yeah, not really the best opponent to be fighting. And I should be backtrack shooting and maybe getting some kills, because there is a magnet, you know, magnetism is a thing in this game. So we can pick up the XP later. Oh, we got some ballista shooters here. So let's just continue and see if we can get the best weapon for the best character, or if this run is dead run. Obviously, if you want to follow me, copy me, or in general do what I'm doing, I would suggest specifically to get the spikes, and anything else is pretty much a throwaway. If you want to get an easy win and an easy game in general, that is what I would suggest. Obviously, not everything needs to be easy, but you know, sometimes you just want to have something broken. 3% damage or more projectiles. I'm gonna go say damage. I don't really enjoy the projectile as a choice. It doesn't really help with crit damage. It doesn't really help with anything. So yeah, damage and attack speed. Damage mostly, so you get better crits, but damage and attack speed, maybe even piercing. Those are good choices, but more projectiles, not really. Here we go. Crit chance and crit damage. This is the proficient stance. The other one was the weapon stance. So proficient stance and dedication, he always gets movement speed. I would like to get the HP regen version. So we're gonna go here, crit chance and crit damage on my main weapon. I'm pretty much throwing everything into my main weapon, as that's also a really good reason why the Archer is good, because he gets a bunch of crit related things in the weapons and damage, and in general only good things. Crit damage bonus, here we go. Let's continue with that. Right now I'm doing 100 damage non-crits and 300 damage with crits, so that's pretty crazy and pretty powerful too. And off into the next wave as 2 minutes have passed, and now we're fighting skeletons. Nice. Let's see, is there also a boss right now, or is the boss in the 4-minute mark? Because I think the first boss always gives you spell. So maybe we're gonna get our first spell. Actually, I think I'm close to this one. Are we close to this one? It seems like it's moving while I'm moving. I think we're pretty close to the spell here. So let's see what our first spell is going to be. We're not. Movement speed base health. Let's go damage, I would say. Although there was a crit chance choice. I think this is damage. Yeah, but look at how much we're doing. We're doing 500 damage here. We got the damage buff, the DPS buff, or whatever you want to call it. And here we go, there is an actual elite. Nice. 500 damage when I'm close to him. Very nice. And over here we can also see the amulet giving us damage. I don't understand how it can somehow have 21% or something, but whatever. Needles. I got the needles. Phantom needles. This is the most powerful weapon for this character, and maybe even in the whole game, unless I'm, you know, not aware of a couple of legendaries here and there, but this one, in my opinion, is the most powerful weapon. First needles are the random nearby enemy in quick succession. Multi-hit increase the attack speed. That's actually good. Attack speed on them, we're gonna take that, obviously. And yeah, the more attack speed this weapon's gonna have, the more powerful it's gonna be. Right now, it's not really doing that much of crazy damage. It does like 60 or something. But you're gonna see how busted this becomes the moment I get a level 3 on it. Now, this boss here is most likely gonna give us a weapon, because as far as I understand, they remade some things in the game so that you don't find items very early. That's why there is also no items on the ground. Let's go pick up ranges, that's more damage for us. For the sole reason that I guess they didn't want people to pick up an item and run through the well and throw it out and then restart the run. So I guess the first boss should not give us an item. I'm gonna get the movement speed and health version, because that is, in my opinion, the better one. Maybe the defense version is also good, but that's the most I would say. I wouldn't say the other versions are really that good. Max health definitely is not for me. I'm gonna say attack speed. And we're gonna continue, maybe even avoiding the boss if possible, because I want to first get 3 upgrades on Needle and then pick up the weapon that the boss is gonna provide us. And at the same time, I also want to go to the bottom left to prepare for getting the next weapon. So I just want to align all my purposes, all my plans. So specifically, what I would like to get the needles here upgraded into legendaries would be the on-crit split effect. That's the one effect they can get. The other effect is that when they expire, they explode. I'm gonna once again say pickup range, and let's continue smacking everything. And 26-minute mark, that means that the next wave is gonna come in. So let's see what we're fighting. We're fighting the statues again. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Now for the secondary weapon, because it's not only about one weapon, it's about 2 or 3 or 4 weapons sometimes. I would like to get either the lightning strike, as that really is extremely powerful, as it pretty much stuns everything and everybody, or at least the orbs that loop around us. If anything, I would actually like to get the orbs, because the orbs move faster the faster my movement speed is, so they are very, very relevant to the archer, as the archer is the fastest character in the game, and also they have passives that have to do with crit damage, so very well for this character. Let's go with piercing here, I would say. The more piercing we have, the better. It helps out in everything. It helps out on my arrows doing more damage, and it also helps out with the needles. As I said, you want the needles to expire. You don't want the needles to hit a wall, or in general, you don't want the needles to, you know, because it has piercing 3, it pierces through opponents and then disappears. You don't want them to disappear. You want them to expire. You want them to not hit enough opponents. Let's go with 10 damage. And we're fighting gargoyles. That's a new enemy. They're looping around like the dogs, although they're also doing like this floating move. Yep, they do like they're ice skating, that's what I would say this feeling is. 30% damage on my main weapon, I enjoy that, we take that. So we continue doing crazy damage with my main weapon. At this point, I'm doing 140 damage. I mean, more if more opponents are close to us, but I'm doing 140 damage, non-crits, which is insane. If you think about it, this character normally started with 50 damage on the arrows. And now we're up at 100. I'm still baiting the boss. This boss does nothing. I was under the assumption that it would be doing something, but it just exists. +1 piercing and 20 range, this is really good, but I'm gonna take this because we can find this later. This is pretty rare, so we're gonna go on 10% additional attacks, which gives 10% additional movement speed, attack speed to the spikes, and also makes us shoot an arrow every... Wait a minute, every when do I shoot an arrow? 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 1 every 4 shots. Crit chance and crit damage, we take that on my main weapon. Obviously, I saw the movement speed plus regen, but damage comes always forced. We're always forcing damage. That's what I meant to say. Yes, that's exactly the... It's not that I mixed the pronunciation up or whatever. Anyway, let's fly away from the flyers. I'm still trying to level up the needle 3 times. That's my main purpose here. Crit damage, I would say yes, against movement speed. I mean, obviously, I don't know why I would like to go... What is this? I'm fighting a second boss now. This looks awesome, I have to say, this second boss, which I would assume is gonna give us weapons. So I should kill it before the first boss even. Attacks against crit chance. I'm gonna say crit chance, as my crit damage is so high that I think 5% crit chance is more than 8% attack speed, DPS-wise talking. I can double check this. We do 200% crit bonus, so that means 5% crit chance is 10% damage, so that means it's more than 8% attack speed, unless math is wrong. Which it might be, Anyway, let's go with attack speed here, as we do want to continue with damage. The horseman is gonna go down. These guys are gonna attack us. Whoa. Oh, that's an attack. I see. The horseman is in general doing a bunch of attacks. I thought it was enemies. Attack speed on the spikes, I would say yes. I do enjoy that, and I would like to get range and piercing if I can do so, because the more these spikes pierce, the more powerful they're gonna become. Oh, that's his move in general. Kill 1,000 enemies in the Forgotten Voldak. That was very easy. Crit chance multiplier. Crit chance, which is insane. 6 damage flat is also really good, but 1 crit chance multiplier. I think this means double your crit chance on this weapon, so it would borderline make it permanent. Okay, now that I got 3 upgrades on that, I'm gonna try to get, here we go, Phantom Rift. But I also find the astronomer's orb. I would like to get this. So I'm gonna take this, I would say, and then rotate over to needles. If needles could hit more enemies, then they would explode is what this is. But I'm gonna go with astronomer's orb. So we have a secondary weapon here that's gonna help us out. And yeah, the spikes are busted, but you know, 30% damage here. Damage and orb size, no. There is a version that gives us damage and crit chance, crit damage, like anything that has to do with crit chance and crit damage related. We're not gonna go with flat out damage, that's stupid in my opinion. So we're gonna say let's go 30% damage on my main weapon. I think that's a bit not stupider. And let's continue. Assuming that we're gonna get 3 more upgrades and there is also 1 upgrade on the map, we should be able to get the spikes maxed out. I just wanted to take the chance and pick up my the orbs as my secondary weapon. So here we go. Orb speed, damage, and orb distance. Definitely no, this is pretty much useless. All of these are useless though. Movement speed and base health could be a thing, although I would prefer the HP regen version. I don't want this. I don't want the speed. I would like to go with... the duration doesn't help us. I guess block strength, which is very, very bad as a choice. But it's definitely better than the other ones in my mind. Which my mind is also not really always correct, so maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. Let's continue smacking. Oh, it's raining arrows. Man, I love this fight. Man, I love this fight. Projectiles on my main weapon, definitely no. I want the attack speed or something else. I'm gonna go base crit chance once again. This distance lower means that it's gonna be closer to us. I want other versions. I know some upgrades that this thing has, and I definitely want some other upgrades on that. The main one being that it does more crit damage and also gets a higher crit damage multiplier or whatever, because those are some choices that thing has. 0.2 projectiles on the main weapon. No, I want attack speed on the main weapon, or damage, or crit chance, or crit damage. I don't want projectiles. I'm gonna say we go movement speed for the orbs to go faster. Let's see what new thing we're gonna find here. This is new, a cloak. Spawns shadow near you that damage enemies and increase your block strength by 10. Well, definitely better than the defense and block strength. I mean, yeah. Wait, it's a cloak, so I'm gonna assume that it's for this. And health capacity 3 defense. This is even better. Transforms the damage of your main weapon to fire. Not really. Let's go with this. Yeah, we're gonna go with the shadow cloak here. What? Oh, so I go inside of this and I'm super defended or whatever, I guess. Can I read this again? Small shadow near you that damage enemies and increase your block strength by 10. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with this. In my opinion, it's better than flat out health. And if it damages opponents, then it's free damage, right? It hits for 10 damage. Nice. It's a joke, but okay. It's a joke, but okay. I'm gonna use the, well, if need be, more projectiles on the main weapon. Stop giving me this, please. Movement speed and base health. No, let's go crit chance on everything. I think that's better. I would also like to get my lightning orb to level 3 now before I pick up another weapon, so we have a higher chance of getting legendaries. Although the spikes are something I really want to. Here we go, movement speed and health. I'm gonna take this so we stop finding this. I already got level 3, so we're gonna start finding level 4 upgrades. But I want this so we start having some bonuses here. Also, let's not forget, I'm not gonna get this magnet right now. Hey, we're fighting this guy. Also, let's not forget the fact that the more movement speed we have, the faster these orbs go around. So that's very important. Movement speed yourself, no project. Stop giving me this. No, there is. I think there is an attack speed version and a crit chance version. There are so many better versions than this. I'm gonna get movement speed and health. Whatever. I'm trying to min-max a bit here. Maybe to my own dismay, but I trust my own dismay as an idea. I'm getting surrounded by a million bats. Let's see what piercing. Nice, that's really good. Damage and orb size. Now we're gonna go piercing. Maybe you can only find specific things at level 1 and the specific things at level 2 and specific things at level 3. I'm not really aware of if I'm wrong or not about this. I would like to also make the orbs better. I'm gonna say attack speed. And I'm gonna say we pick this up in the hopes that we find the spikes, right? Is that gonna happen? I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. I'm 50-50 on what I should do. What is this? Attack speed. Nice. 10% damage, we're gonna take that. Base damage is always the choice. Destroy everything around us. We're already at the 20-minute mark. We're already level 35, which is really good. Piercing and range. I'm gonna take this, and honestly, I'm gonna pick this up in the hopes that we're gonna find the legendary upgrade on the needles. Here we go, Phantom Split. So as critical hits, split the needles into 2 new projectiles. Both new needles are as strong as the original needle and increase the base damage by 15, which that alone makes this very powerful. Like, the difference is huge now. 100 damage there, and then on the crits it does like 262. Also, the attack speed is pretty crazy anyway. I would like to go more attack speed or more damage on the needles now, not piercing again, not range again, not nothing. Let's see what we find. You know what? Let's take this. Let's take the projectile the speed and size thing. Instead of going for the 5% more damage but less range, I want the orbs to be a bit further away, as I think my melee game is pretty strong with the bows doing insane damage and with the spikes doing even more insane damage. I mean, the bows do more, but whatever. 20-minute mark, let's see what this is. It should be a boss, right? In nice round numbers, you always find nice round choices. I don't want this. You know what? This has appeared so many times, I guess I'm gonna take it. No, I'm gonna try one more time to avoid it. One more time. Let's get the movement speed, which I want anyway. This is the last time I'm taking that. The orbs go pretty fast, I have to say. Maybe the movement speed on them would be good, but now I know guaranteed that there is a version of the orbs upgrades that says 2.5 crit chance and 50% crit damage. And there's also one that says 20% more damage and I think 10% crit damage multiplier or something, which is also really powerful. Stop giving me this. Let's go crit damage, as long as it's a version, might as well take it. And here we go with an elite. So I would like to obviously get level 3 orb. There was a lightning choice on the previous level up. And this enemy here should most likely give us what we want. Let's continue hitting here. If I get the explosion effect on my spikes, we should be getting to the point of madness. Trying to loop opponents through my dusts, not that they do a lot of damage. Here we go, this is what I wanted. And here's the other thing I wanted. Game! So I'm gonna go for the... this is proficiency chance 3. You see, good thing I didn't pick up the projectiles. And this used to be 5 and 20, so it's 5 and 20 and 30. So this is obviously really good. But I want to take this so I can get the orb level 3. So I'm not afraid of picking up those... yeah, the weapon upgrades. This guy's gonna give us a weapon upgrade, exactly. So I'm gonna wait for the orb to get one more level. And then I'm gonna pick that up. Yes, I found what I wanted, but I also got a very, very, very better one. I will go for this. I will go for the weapon I think is better. I think the needles are better than my base weapon. I really believe that. So, there we go. You see, I just need to be a bit more patient with what I pick up and what not. Inside the smoke, I'm supposed to have a lot of defense. Here we go, here we go. Some projectiles. Forget this existing, man. Yeah, we're gonna go for this, level 3. So now we should be able to find orb upgrades and still spike upgrades. So let's hope we're gonna get the other spike upgrade and not an orb upgrade, to be honest. And we did find the orbs, that's okay. So orbs deal additional lightning damage based on their movement speed. Orbs can electrify enemies on hit. Very nice. Exactly what I wanted. I mean, not exactly what I wanted, but, you know, electrifying is really powerful in general. It's 100 damage per stack of electrification. Here we go, the one I wanted. I'm not gonna take this. Let's go on the crit version on my weapons. At this point, my base crit chance is 55%. So anything that has a higher crit chance, by definition, is gonna almost guaranteed crit. If not, at least a half times. So there we go. We're doing 500 damage and the orbs are doing 600 damage. Stop giving me this. This is I only shoot 3 projectiles, by the way. And this is what I wanted. Less orb size, but more damage and more base crit damage. And this here should be a 10% multiplier. So that means if it was gonna do 250%, now it's gonna do... I mean, first of all, it's at 300% because it has 50% more. So that's from 300%, it's gonna do 330%. So that was a... I think that is worse than the 50% crit damage. Yeah, whatever. Survive the Forgotten Volduct for 18 minutes. Another day in the office. And yeah, let's continue destroying everything. Level up, here we go, look at this. Let's continue with this. Continue making the orbs even better. What are these? Am I supposed not to look like... Oh, they are the... I understand what this is. These are the enemies from Doctor Who. Yeah, well, you watch them, you can kill them. You don't watch them, they're damage immune and they chase you down. Although in Doctor Who, I think they are extremely fast when you don't see them. But it's another new mechanic. I really love that this game has so many mechanics. In general, I really do enjoy it. I don't know why they're only taking one. I guess they're supposed to be super duper durable or something. Maybe there is a secondary secret that I'm not aware of. 20% projectiles. So we have a 20% projectiles and a 0.5 projectile. We're gonna go crit chance, by the way. Weapon proficiency gives me 20% projectiles. I think the flat amount is better than the percent amount. I might be wrong about this, obviously. But that's what I understand. How far away is this weapon, man? It's not like I'm running down there, but still it seems to be very far away. Now these enemies here definitely are weak to fire. A piercing, +1 piercing to all. Yeah, we're gonna take this. I think it's gonna help the spikes and the arrows. So let's go. Maybe I just threw away a good DPS upgrade that I could have gotten just to get piercing on every single weapon I have. But honestly, I still believe that my most powerful weapon are the piercing shots. So whatever. Trim some projectiles from the weapon proficiency. Can I get something that's not that? Let's get it, whatever. Let's get it, whatever. More projectiles. That's also good in general, because one more projectile is literally 50% more damage, multiplicatively with everything. So I might be avoiding things that I should not be avoiding. Maybe it's a lot better than what I make it out to be. 20% damage on the needles against crit damage and what on the orbs. I'm gonna go damage on the needles, as I still believe that needles are a lot more powerful than everything else in the whole game. And we're gonna continue here getting levels. At the end of the day, I can still get the other upgrade. It's not like, oh, you choose one, the other one gets deleted forever from the game. No, 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 that's not what happens. And I would say we now run in, hoping that we're gonna get the upgrade on the needles. Here we go, now damage and crit chance, crit damage multiplier. I'm gonna take this too. I'm not sure if the multiplier or multiplicative with each other, but YOLO! Boom! Yes, I got the most powerful upgrade. If needles could hit more enemies, when the maximum range is reached, they deal their remaining damage as magic damage in an area around them. Well, what does remaining mean? It means all of it, because they're, as far as I understand, they don't do less damage for peers. So, they just straight up explode at the end. And now you're gonna see just needles flying out and the opponents exploding all over the place. So, we are busted now. You're not gonna see another opponent come close to us. Unless some super duper insanely powerful opponent that I'm not aware of exists, we should be winning just through the fact that I got this needle upgrade. Crit damage, I would say. Ooh, nice little wall there. Ooh, I enjoy this mechanic. I enjoy every single boss I have seen almost died. What? Yeah, this is a frost guy. Fighting against frost. Whoa! Now these guys go faster. Trying to get rid of that. Whoop. I guess the idea here is that what are these called? The statues take a while to run, but when they start running, they're very fast. Let's go with crit chance. I would continue with this. There was an attack speed version, yes, but obviously crit chance is better, as it plays into literally everything we're doing. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? And we got defeat the Frost Knight. Very nice. Let's get our weapon. Or item, or whatever. Oh, we got the Ring of Rats. Summon the rat every 2 seconds that bite enemies. This is really good for the summoner if I want to play him again. Although the Shadow Cloak is also fun, but I think Shadow Cloak isn't really something to write home about. We're gonna get this ring. 10 base damage is good. Yeah, we're gonna take this, and we're pretty much gonna keep it. So we bag this and then swap it in. No, 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 no. You go down, you go up. I don't really care about the rats, at least not with this character. And now we're gonna slowly go upwards towards the well, so that I throw the ring in, because I think the ring is a lot better for a lot of characters. Actually, maybe only for the summoner. I'm not sure. I'm gonna play the summoner again at some point anyway. Let's go movement speed, as that makes my orb go even faster. I would like the orbs to obviously get a second legendary upgrade, but I'm not really sure if that's even a thing. Right now, I still have not really understood when I have access to... Actually, no, I have understood when I have access to legendaries. I think I just need to do a lot of damage with said weapon. I'm not really sure if I have gotten the milestone for the orbs. But this is the busted build. You're seeing the busted build right now. This is what it is. Now, you could replace the orbs with the lightning strike, which might even be a smidge better. Although the orbs are literally made for this character. As I said, they get rotation speed based on your movement speed. And they get crit damage and crit damage multipliers. And as you understand, the crit and movement speed character obviously benefits from all of these. So there's that. Let's go attack speed, I would say. So we attack a bit faster. These statues are really an issue with us, for us. Although the smokes are really good against them. The moment they go inside the smoke, they take like 1 and they die. So I guess it wasn't random that we got the smoke detector thing. I mean, it's not a smoke detector, it's a smoke thrower. And we're fighting against statues, which are getting melted at this point. Look at them, they just get 1 shot or 2 shot. You remember the very first statues that we were struggling with? And now they just die. Look at this, everything just explodes from the spikes. Do I want range? I'm gonna say pick up range. The more pick up range we have, the more damage we gain anyway. I'm not gonna say range. Range isn't really that useful anyway, because we don't even want the spikes to go that far away. We want them to just do half a slide in front of us and then explode. Look at this. Do you see that? I throw in spike in there and then everything explodes. 0. Oh, base crit damage. We take that. 20% more, 20% crit damage multiplier. That's, in my opinion, really good. Now we're doing 600 damage here. Look at this. It's not really that visible what's happening, but we throw a spike. Try to see where the spike goes. Damage and orb size. No, I would prefer crit-related things. Let's go pick up range. Look at it. We throw a spike and then that spike explodes and everything behind everything dies. Because it instantly crits. The crit splits it and then those splits most of the time expire on the spot because they don't really fly that far away. The splits are like a very small split if you see. And then everything that's around those splits just be gone. Let's go health regen because why not? Have some survivability. It's a normal upgrade anyway. It's not a weak version like some other things. Let's continue breaking some vases and boxes. We're not getting as many magnets I used to get yesterday. I guess because yesterday I had the character that's a god with magnets. We're gonna definitely use and abuse these smoke things. Beat these guys. Kill 5,000 enemies while in here. Okay, pretty easy, pretty easy. Damage and orb size again. Let's go area and cone size. It might help. Might make the orbs bigger anyway. I would like to get crit damage and crit chance on the orb again. Because I have 2 times the upgrade that says crit damage multiplier. So it would be better to go with crit damage, 50% crit damage flat, or even multiplier. At least that's what I think. Here we go. No, we don't go. I'm gonna still avoid this. More size, but less distance, so that they're closer. No, we're gonna go with health. Still avoid that. Because less distance isn't really good for us. As we are really good at close-up anyway. I don't need to be even more close-up. Come on, you're inside the smoke. Look at them dancing. Hey, you statues. Okay, statues are gone. As you see, I don't even need to pay attention as to what's happening around me because we throw out some needles and they're gone. Needles are busted, man. I hope they never nerf them. I hope they never nerf them. I'm gonna say pick up range. Because the more of it I have, the more damage I do. And now we're gonna start going towards that good old... We're gonna leave the magnet for a bit later. Up here we go, boss. I guess it would be a boss if it was alive. But now it's gone. Hello. Bye-bye. Okay, now I would like to get the lightning orb level 2. Damage and orb types. You know what? Let's get this. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go. Although more range and... Maybe I should have gone with the speed version. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we're very busted because of the spikes. And if something comes close to us, might as well smack it with the lightning. Do not get hit for 3 minutes. Okay, okay. That's an achievement I was not aware of existed. I would say we go with arcane and cone size. I think I'm shooting every single shot is like 3. No, I think 2 out of 3 shots is 3 and then 1 out of 3 is 2 or something like that. Maybe 4 out of 5 is 3 shots and then 1 is 2, but I'm definitely seeing some 2s here and there. Did I see an 800 damage hit that was not a crit? What? Damage on the spikes? Here we go, this is what I want. I'm gonna take this. And we're gonna find for the spike something else in a moment. I mean, damage and attack speed on the spikes works for me. Both of them are a really good choice. While on this one I want, on the orbs I want specifically the upgrade I just found, so it's a bit more important. My arrows do less damage. Duration, let's go with area and cone still. So I think the orbs become bigger. You know, next level on the orbs I would like to get them that they rotate faster and that they have more range instead of less. I think the coverage on them is important. And also I think I'm not gonna be able to get any achievement on the orbs as my needles are so good at destroying everything that I'm not gonna be able to get any damage number that the orbs require. Damage on the spikes, obviously we're gonna take this. No second thought about it. My most powerful weapon, obviously. Survive the Forgotten with 10 minutes left, easy peasy. And now we're fighting, I guess, guards that have shielding, I would say. I would assume. Because that's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it is. And we're not really good at piercing shielding. Which, once again, the flame guy is really good with. So I'm gonna assume that the exterminator, the flame guy, is really good against the stage. Doing 1 damage very fast is easy for him. Range, area cone, or health regen. I'm gonna say let's go with area cone. So maybe we make the orbs bigger. And maybe the spikes also become bigger, therefore the explosion counts more? I don't know. But yeah, the exterminator doing a lot of hits small and quickly. And also applying burn is most likely gonna burn through... I mean, not most likely, guaranteed burns through shield a lot faster than every other character. I'm gonna say range. Assuming that it somehow makes the orbs go farther out. Not that range is important to us anyway. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's continue smacking. I'm trying to stay close. I'm gonna get... Whoa, what is this? Why are the bats like this, formed like that? I like it. They're not coming in to get a bit of a smack. Go range. I think the time has come for me to... Whoa. I think the time has come for me to get the other weapon. Hopefully it's gonna be an orb upgrade, which, as far as I know, I haven't unlocked yet. But hopefully, maybe just saying whatever. The other choice, obviously, is that it's a lightning strike. Which would be really good. So let's see if I can get a lightning strike here. Or at least the buzzsaws, or, you know, there are so many good weapons. Lightning strike, let's take that. That's also a crit weapon, by the way, that's why I took it. And also it's the third most powerful weapon in the game, as it stuns opponents, and if you get a little bit of attack speed on it, it's gonna literally stun everything on the map. Damage and crit damage, against stun range, we're gonna obviously take this. I wanted to do damage, and I don't care about the stun range, as it's most likely gonna be just stunning the boss, and that would be it. Unless the boss summons adds, like, I think from the fire stage when I did the fire run, the exterminator. Actually, no, with what character did I play the... I don't know. Additional strikes, but it does a bit less damage. And more crit chance, but lose attack speed. Now we're gonna go more strikes, but lose damage. More strikes is, I think, a bit better. But damage and crit chance is also good, of course. 700 damage there. Nice, nice. Everything is melted up. I just got magnet by mistake. It's okay. Electrify chance. Damage on the spikes. Base damage 100. -1 electrify stack on hit. 50% electrified chance, but 50% less base damage. Wow, this is I go for electricity, this is the opposite. We're gonna go with damage on the spikes though. We're gonna go with the weapon. What is this? Awesome! I have to say, very awesome. Very awesome. I couldn't ask for something more awesome. I got hit, but this guy should be lightninged to death already. Lightning strike 3 intense damage and crit damage against stun range. I'm gonna say yes to this. I'm a damage and crit damage character myself. Damage and crit damage is actually the best thing I can possibly get. This is very bad. We're fighting something very bad right now. Because I want to get rid of this boss, but I'm not allowed to. What are you guys doing? Do not block my way in front of the boss. Allow me to pass. This boss should most likely give us a weapon, by the way. I don't mean... Yeah, I mean an item. Stay away from me. Yes, it dropped an item, exactly as I predicted. Now we try to destroy all of these good old boo ghosts, I guess. Let's go in here and pick this up. The choices are when hit spikes. Yeah, that's pretty much the only choice. You do this, bag, and then swap it out again because movement speed's better. And we're gonna just rotate away from that madness. We're gonna just, you know, smack him. And try to somehow destroy all of these opponents here. Whoa, we're getting chased down. Getting chased down is not really that bad, especially when you boom, you put them in the smoke. Abusing mechanics, abusing mechanics. Here we go, a bunch of opponents, even more XP. And I would say let's go to the well to send the ring off. As I don't think we're gonna get another item. At least that's not how this game has been playing the whole time I was playing this. So I'm gonna say we send off the rat ring or the shadow cloak. I would say the rat ring. Send the rat ring for the summoner. The shadow cloak is good too, don't get me wrong. If anything, it might even be better, but I wanted some more unique stuff. Maybe I could have, if I find a better cloak, because right now I don't really have a good cloak. And this is only very beneficial when you're inside of the smoke. I don't really enjoy being bound to specific spots on the map. So that's why I went with that. Anyway, let's continue. As far as I remember, when I was picking up the lightning strike another time, there was a version that gives it attack speed. Additional strikes. Damage and orb size, but the distance is closer. Let's go more strikes and even less damage. Assuming that it can multi-hit the same opponent, which would make it so that it helps us out with bosses. That's my assumption here. Oh, whoa, whoa. It was a lot of damage I took there. That was a lot of damage we took there, but that doesn't matter. These statues are the main issue. Anything else can easily die because I do a lot of damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay away from me. I need to get rid of all those statues. Let's actually just despawn them if we can. This guy's gonna give us a weapon, most likely. Not a weapon. The opposite of a weapon. Yeah, weapon, no, an ability, I guess. Here we go. Very nice. I'm gonna not pick that up until I'm sure that I have lightning. Yeah, I have lightning 5. Ooh. Ooh. So you tell me there is no attack speed on this? There has to be an attack speed version of this, right? Let's get this, obviously. And let's take this too. Here we go, explosive strike. When a lightning strike deals a crit, it causes an explosion that deals fire damage in the surrounding area. Okay. Lightning is always gonna crit, so it's always gonna explode most of the time. I mean, it's not always gonna crit, it's only gonna crit 65% of the time. Plus whatever crit chance it has itself. Wait, is this another boss? Oh, I'm fighting another boss. I just realized. Here we go, another weapon. Which theoretically could be another lightning, right? Because I remember that my lightning upgrade was not the explosion thing. I had another lightning upgrade. Let's see what we can find. Attack speed against crit damage. Here we go, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna take this assuming that... No, I'm gonna keep it there. There is no rush. I'm gonna also try to stay maybe inside of those smoke areas. Man, the game has become hectic. Hectic. And still we're very much breaking through this. Because this is the most powerful character in my opinion. Whoa! Because damage is king in all these games. Additional strikes but lose even more damage. I'm okay with this. Especially because it explodes like a million times per second. Although one more attack speed against damage would be better. One more strikes against damage, but it's okay. It's just exploding all over the place. The needles are also not really doing their thing anymore. It seems like when they get blocked or something, they disappear. I hope that's not a thing. That block make your projectiles disappear. Because that's really an issue for us. By the way, where's the proficiency stance? The okay, the word is hard for us. Damage crit damage, but loses stun range. Not really. I guess a smidge of HP regen is good. Is that a 2600 damage crit? Did I see a 2600 damage crit? From what? This is good again for the spikes. This wave is really good for us. Whoa. I'm getting hit for a lot of damage, man. I don't think we're gonna get another boss. This is, I think, the attack speed version, which should obviously destroy everything. I should have kept that buff for the final boss, but it's okay. Attack speed on the needles, damage and base damage. I wanted this, if you remember. X speed, I'm level 80, wow. I would say we take the attack speed on the needles though. This is what I want, but I'm gonna take the attack speed on the needles. In my opinion, that's really good too. Shooting out a lot more needles is really important. I still believe it's my most powerful weapon. Continue gaining, whoa. Continue gaining levels. Stay inside of the smoke. I don't need to be running around and looping, like so many opponents are coming towards us. We can just stay inside the smokes and get the 10 block, which isn't really that crazy, but it's useful. Definitely better than getting hit. 20 damage and crit damage, but lose stun range. I guess we can find another attack speed way later. Let's get another level up here. Maybe another weapon, I don't know. Yeah, at this point, if I have legendaries unlocked for the weapons I have, then I should be finding them anyway. Here we go, enemy stunned by lightning, also get electrified. Then we're gonna go with this. So that's also really good. So now we electrify pretty much everything with lightning. And that's a lot of damage for free, as every electrify stack is like 100 damage per second. It's 100 damage per 3 seconds or something. So it's look at this, everything's electrified. Damage and base crit damage. Honestly, no. I want the speed and range. Let's go with health regen, so we can get our health back, as that might be my worst part right now. Maybe defense is also important, but this guy's scaling so defense so slowly that I'm just better off just scaling damage and getting defense through the smoke, which isn't even defense, is block rate. Block, by the way, in this game is pretty much dodge. I just got hit. Fire affinity? What? Fire rate, fire damage, and burn chance. On what? On everything? I guess on everything. Fire rate, fire rate. Do I want this? I guess. Better than these choices. I guess now I'm burning opponents with everything, right? I have 5% chance to burn. Or all my weapons have 5% chance to burn. Because if that's not what it does, then I don't know what it does. I'm gonna get, yep, I was about to say, I'm gonna get the achievement for surviving, and now the game is gonna try to kill us, as always. Last 2 minutes is always a death sentence attempt from the game to end you. I'm gonna try to maybe find a magnet, maybe find a... Oh, here we go, found a magnet. It just so happens. Is this the attempt of the game to kill us? Attack speed against crit damage, we definitely take this. Attack speed on the lightning is very, very important. Look how fast it fires. And it's shooting so many lightning orbs out. This might stun lock the boss, by the way. The lightning strike attack speed thing. Uh-oh. An armada is coming. Yo, the armada is gonna try to kill us, obviously. Can we pierce through here? I guess the closer I am, the better, as the orbs are helping. This is an awesome thing. This looks like an event. No. I'm gonna continue with this. Higher chance to burn opponents, I guess. These guys have a lot of health. As long as there is not a similar wall below us, I don't really care. I'm getting shot from random. What is this? Are these guys blue? Play for 333 minutes in general. Okay, I just got an achievement that is, you know, a general achievement. And just a random general achievement. Okay, these guys do not die, is my assumption here at this point. We continue with the fire affinity, because why not? Why not? Under the assumption that all my attacks are burning, which I'm not sure is the case. I'm supposed to have a 50% chance to burn right now, based on the 3 upgrades we got, which I'm not sure about. I love this. I love the wall thing. Orb speed, crit damage and crit... no, crit damage and damage. For the lightning. Orb speed. You know what? I'm gonna actually take this. Stun range is not really that important. Especially because we're closing into the boss. And damage and crit damage is important. So that lightning is more powerful. And we're about to get boxed in. Obviously, this is going to end exactly at the spot in the middle, I would assume, right? And then they're gonna disappear and we're gonna fight the final boss. The synchronization of what I just mentioned does not seem to be the case. No, you're not serious, right? Can I run through this? Okay, I can run through that. That was so stupid. 100 base damage. I'm gonna take this because we do so much crit damage and crit chance, so that this should be more than 1000 damage. Okay, if this guy does not do a insta-kill mechanic, then we should be winning. That was such a stupid thing, though. Good thing. So, you mean to tell me that I borderline was not allowed to win if I didn't have the revive mechanic? That's what I got from what just happened there previously. This boss does not seem that hard, by the way. Yep, I don't think it feels hard. I mean, I'm not really aware of right now what exactly this boss does, but up to this point, it's doing nothing. Good day, sir. You're just summoning things out of attack in random patterns. Whatever. Not really that hard when everything is outlined or you just loop around them. Very easy boss up to this point. Very easy boss. Whoa. Maybe that's the worst pattern. Yeah, the random knights that move around and actually are ads that my lightning strikes hit, that is by far the worst pattern. Everything else, this one, so the one that just happened is the worst one. Everything else is easy to handle. As long as the boss does not one-shot us, because obviously I don't have defense and I also don't have that much max life. So we can easily get hit for 300 damage here in 2 or 3 hits. I did some testings before I started the day, and not on the stage, like in general I did some testings, and I realized that there is no real damage immunity window. There is no, I guess, invulnerability frames or whatever. So you can very easily get hit 50 times back to back and just straight up die. So there is that, I guess. As just happened previously with knights. Which I don't know how you were supposed to actually survive that. I guess I was supposed to run through them with 5000 life or something. Whoa, I just got hit for... I don't think it matters how much I got hit for because we won. Very easy, very easy. The most busted character, the most busted build. Deal. Oh, I did the damage with the astronomers. Nice. Oh. And that's important because that is how you unlock the thing. You unlock new weapons by getting that damage. I mean, you can see it. Unlock the sorceress. Nice, we unlock your character. Upgrade inner orbit. This you see this one exactly. So now I can get inner orbit. The second legendary upgrade of the orb. So I very barely had time. Look at this. At 1.5 million is when you unlock the secondary legendary. By the way, this did 10 million damage, 23 DPS. It did more than everything. It did more than my base damage. So as I said, the spikes completely busted. And lightning strikes are obviously more powerful than this. But also, I didn't really have the secondary legend upgrade of this. So maybe the orbs have a good legendary upgrade. I don't know. What is this? Greed, Wise, and Gold gets brewed in orbit. Dedication 4. What? Trait? Dedication 4? Oh, I didn't used to have dedication 4 unlocked. Okay, so we only had access to 3 dedications. That's why dedication fell off while main weapon and whatnot was still gaining. So that's really nice. That's really nice. New character, as I said, Forgotten Viaduct. I don't know what this is. Item, characters, Shield Maiden. Oh, I also unlocked the Shield Maiden. Very nice. I think now I have all the characters. Shield Maiden and Sorceress. So tomorrow most likely gonna play with the Shield Maiden. And then after that with Sorceress. I think Sorceress is lightning based. That's why, because I just did a lightning build and I don't want to do lightning build twice. But I will do that obviously the day after tomorrow. For tomorrow we're gonna go Shield Maiden. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, etc, etc. It really helps out the channel. And did I unlock a new stage? Because it said Forgotten. Okay. No, Forgotten Viaduct. I don't know what I unlocked in Forgotten Viaduct. Ooh, look, I almost did everything. Kill a bunch of gargoyles and wraiths. That's it. Everything else I got. Character Shield Maiden. Forgotten Viaduct, starting ability. Ah, yeah, so that I start with an ability on the map. Nice, so that's really good. What that means, by the way, is that here in the very beginning next to us we should have, yeah, this thing. That's what we got. So pretty much one more item inside the run itself. So that's really nice. Sorcerers here, Knight is here. Did you unlock maybe something new? Increase fire damage, useless? Nope, that's it pretty much. So how much does the ring cost? Just so we know. 3.5k. Yeah, we have the money for all of these, most of these. But I don't think all of these or most of these are useful. Anyway, ooh, look at this. It's as if we're floating, but we're gonna play with the Shield Maiden next. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to subscribe, do that too. You know, maybe we're gonna hit the 100k in time. And yeah, I continue playing this game because it's, in my opinion, the most awesome one between all. And we got so many achievements today. So we have 56, man. We're still missing like 100 achievements right here. So there's that, I guess. Look at this. There's like a whole thing in the Shield Maiden that I haven't even gotten. Survive 28 minutes without defense buffs. Item defines plate. I already have things unlocked without the character being unlocked. But for the story, for this one, no. Reach level 30 with the sorcerers. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.